So this happened during the ICE riots. This guy threw a cinderblock at an ICE vehicle. This guy. So you see the guy up here on the right. This man threw a cinder block at an ICE vehicle. This was during the ICE riots. And he's finally been found. So the man is going to go to jail. Thought he could get away. Apparently, I think he got caught at the border. So he is headed to jail. So let's take a look at this delicious, nutritious story. Okay, so the brute. This is from the New York Post. On FBI's most wanted list for tossing a cinder block during the anti-ICE riots, is finally busted at the border. The masked idiot, accused of hurling concrete blocks at federal agents during the violent anti-ICE riots in Los Angeles, has now been arrested, and he got cuffed at the border by one of the agents he targeted, which means, my friends, it was likely that he was not a legal citizen. Wow, how amazing is that? So Elpidio Reyna, who was put on the FBI's most wanted list over last month's chaos, was busted at the U.S.-Mexico border. U.S. Attorney Bill Esali said he was taken into custody by a U.S. Border Patrol officer who was inside one of the vehicles damaged in the attack, a brave law enforcement officer who could have been killed in last month's dangerous and reckless attack. So here's the idiot wearing idiot clothes, throwing rocks. The 39-year-old man threw away his whole life. The 39-year-old Compton man was allegedly caught on camera brazenly throwing the blocks at FBI vehicles as they drove by him in Paramount on June 8th. Which, of course, at the time they were doing so because this had been coddled for years. The idea that you could assault police officers, you could throw riots like the BLM hate groups and the Antifa hate group riots, where you burn down your cities, you assault people, and nothing ever happens to you, gave people the idea that this was okay, that they could get away with it, that they could throw temper tantrums and harm American citizens, hurt people, and nothing bad would ever happen to them, except this time, the administration had learned from their previous run back in 2016 and said, this time we're going to take people and we're going to make them pay. So Reyna had initially fled to Mexico after authorities blasted out images of him to track him down. Dude, he got away and he came back. Why? Why? Could you imagine being this retarded that you got away with it, you escaped the country, and then you decided to come back? What a fucking idiot. Now, he was detained by Mexican authorities in the state of Sinaloa earlier this month, but later agreed to his surrender to the FBI. Okay, so I guess they found him, and then I guess he had to turn himself in. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, because I was about to say, like, what a idiot. If you got away with it, why would you come back? So he was taken into custody at the San Ysidro port of entry, so California, on a felony charge of assault on a federal officer. And let's see, to anyone who thinks they can attack federal officers and hide behind a mask or helmet, Reyna's arrest today proves that we can find and charge anyone who violates federal law, Asela said. Attorney General Pam Bondi hailed his arrest, saying you can run, but you cannot hide. If you attack a law enforcement officer, we will find you. Well, that is a happy ending to a story about a bunch of idiot a-holes who were angry and mad that the law was finally applying to everybody, because apparently no one being above the law only applied if you were a citizen in the country legally.